I knew that I wanted to work for the state of Arizona because my father did. And he worked for DES and he loved his job, and I could see that that's where I wanted to be. My thought was I wanted to be a psychologist. But once I started doing vocational rehabilitation, I knew that's where I wanted my master's degree. I worked for vocational rehabilitation from 2004 until 2016. And then I came back and I'm working for the Department of Developmental Disabilities.
Sure, absolutely.
My dad is Lenny Smith, and everybody that meets my dad loves my dad. My dad was a vocational rehabilitation supervisor, yeah, for the Casa Grande office. He worked for DES, I believe, for 38 years.
Originally, I was in pre-law, and something changed my mind, and I decided to go into human services. One of my fishing buddies in New York, he was a voc rehab counselor. And then he told me, he said, Lenny, why don't you think about this profession? And he got me really interested, and I did my master's degree in rehabilitation counseling. I feel that I've had some challenges myself, and I feel I really understand disabilities and understand some of the goals that people can reach, but they don't know how, or they don't even know they're available. My daughter is Shannon Gallagher, and she's kind of developed her career by being around me when she was little, and being exposed to a lot of people with disabilities, and always interested in ask questions about my job.
In Casa Grande, everybody knew my dad. My dad helped everybody. Nobody ever stared at my dad. My dad's disabled. He's physically disabled. But I never saw him as disabled. I mean, he was my dad. And he did stuff. He raced cars, he built motors, he went scuba diving. And so to see somebody that has done all these things, like, how could I not go into the helping profession, right? My dad, in my mind, is Superman.
You know, I've seen a lot of improvement with agency response and public response to people with disabilities. I mean, loads of people that were in job service, they had somebody that maybe came into their office using a cane, and they would try to help them get a job, but they didn't realize the other parameters. And then they started thinking, well, maybe that person can't stand up all day. Maybe they can't be a drill press operator. And I'll get a hold of Voc Rehab and see if we can make some accommodations.
I definitely see a difference in how society looks at people with disabilities. We see people all the time now doing productive things and being accepted and not stared at. And that's a very different place than we were as a society several years ago.
I'm real proud of her. She's, she's just been outstanding, I tell you. And I'm just proud of the way she treats people. Her attitude is always positive, and she's just a great person.